Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172, Kilo Delta, holding short at 18, Huntsville Executive. Alrighty, so we're not moving, climbing, going up, our RPM is looking.
These two you don't have to check, just those 6.
Our winds are level. Alright. Alright. Brake handle is on both. Trim is for takeoff. Flight control. Sounds like that traffic. 5550, turning base for 18. Sounds like that. The climber is out or mixture full rich.
Mixture full rich now.
Hot. Go up to 1700. Small drop. Back. Small drop. Back. Idle. RP. Run. Set. Let's look at traffic. 551 Go Sierra. Turning final for 18. Let's look at and the left one for volts, correct?
Left right one for volts, yeah.
Alright, so we should.
And I would do this for next time. Do that when you're at 1700 RPM. So 1700 RPM, check your oil temperature, check your oil pressure, then do your alternator check as well.
Okay.
And then we gotta wait. Also, I want you to get in the habit of doing a climb checklist, cruise checklist, and descent checklist. So climb checklist I usually do when I get 1,000 feet AGL, so traffic pattern altitude. It's very straightforward. It's just power set, mixture, rich below 3,000. Make sure your instruments are all still working. Cruise checklist is exactly the same. Power set for cruise, mixture, lean above 3,000, and then check your instruments again. Descent is the one that gets a lot of people. A lot of people forget that one. Mixture full rich, fuel selector both, RP as required, get the weather, and then check everything. Yeah, so I'm gonna bug runway heading for you because that's what I want you to fly.
Oh, you said well, VOR?
What'd you say?
You said tune the VOR?
No. I said I'm gonna bug runway heading for you.
Oh.
185. That's what I'm gonna have you fly. What I would do though, yeah, you're right. Set up the VOR. So do that over here real quick.
So that is.
So
no.
nav, you push this in, it brings up your nav frequencies.
Okay.
Active is on top, standby is on bottom. Active is on the RQZ VOR, so that's already set. So then you go hit back, and then default nav, and then CDI, and it'll switch GPS over there to VOR.
Okay.
Now, the radial that you want is the 010 radial, so plug that in over there. You're gonna press that knob, go to course, yep, and then 0. Alright, perfect. Now we're ready to go.
Base? Or crosswind?
Crosswind, yes.
Okay. Well, it's when he calls downwind, and I'll take the.
You're good to go now.
Okay. Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, taking 18 for departure. Huntsville Executive. Huntsville Exec Traffic, 1 Echo Sierra, turning downwind for 18 Huntsville Exec.
Alright, 1-8 verify.
1-8, 1-8, heel 4. And airspeed is aligned, thank you.
Ah, it's gonna fall.
Looking for 55. And 55. We will rotate.
A little, just ease up a little bit on that pullback. It's hot. The plane doesn't like to get in the air during the summertime, so just kind of gently ease it off.
They're just a little under 10. I'm out to 75. And we're looking for 1,800 feet. Before turning.
Before what?
Before turning. We're looking at 1,800 feet.
Oh, you're runway heading right now, so you're not worried about turns yet.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I got flight controls. I want you to put on your goggles.
You have the flight control?
Hi, flight controls.
Sounds like that traffic when I get here, turning base for 1-8.
Alright, you ready?
Alright, I'm ready.
Yeah, you got flight controls.
I have the flight control.
Your flight controls. For now, just runway heading. I will call your turns.
Okay.
And here, I'll give that back to you. You'll need it in a second. Do your climb checklist. Stay on runway heading.
Trying. There we go. Those wings level.
Remember, I think a big problem last time was your control of the yoke. Just use your fingertips.
Travel traffic, Cardinal 056, turning downwind 23. Alright, level up here, keep climbing.
Keep climbing. We're going to go up to 3,500.
Okay. So climb check off.
More right rudder.
Power, mixture, and instruments. We're good on that, and lights.
Alright, Skyhawk, 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 300.
Left turn 300, welcome to Kilo Delta. 56, turn base 23.
Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, 3 miles southeast of the field, 2,400 climbing. We'll be flying over midfield, 3,000, Huntsville Exec.
Desmond traffic, project 575, turn to base, runway 5, Desmond. Huntsville Exec traffic, 551 Echo Sierra, clear of 18 Huntsville Exec. Traffic, Cardinal 056, turning final 2, sir. Huntsville Exec traffic, 551 Echo Sierra, texting, so Echo back to 18 Huntsville Exec. And 4-3.
There you go, beautiful.
Thank you. Desmond traffic, crew check 575, turning final runway 5, Desmond.
Just keep it in there though, 300. Bug it.
What's the...
Yep, ease up on that yoke. You're putting weight on the left again.
Okay. Springfield traffic. Power back. Trim. Just cruise at 575, one around runway 5. Airspeed.
Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn right heading 330.
Right 330 for 172 Kilo Delta.
Right, bug it.
Our altitude back.
There you go. Alright, so I'm going to have you intercept this airway when it starts coming in. You know, same deal, about half a dot deflection, intercept it going northbound.
Okay. Now you don't want to descend. Towards that traffic, 5 Sierra, turning left crosswind for 18, conflict back. So this is what I'm looking for again, correct?
Yep,
okay.
Yep, the CDI, it'll start coming in here in a minute.
There we go. Conflict back traffic, top 5 Monaco Sierra, turning left downwind for runway 36, conflict back. For runway 18, conflict back. And you said we're going to track it outbound.
Yes,
so that'll be a right turn.
Yeah, just a right turn, very shallow.
Okay, power is set.
Now start tracking it. And now you're flying with your wind diamond, your track.
Okay.
So you want to put that at the top of your course. 010. About there. Good, yeah, go keep running through that cruise checklist. I saw you started that.
Power set. 22. And we're not climbing. Big turn base.
And then mixture lean above 3,000.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
That's good right there. Then go 1, 2 full twist to the right. After you get it to peak, right, you're watching for an RPM drop.
Okay.
It started dropping, it started getting a little rough. Go 2 full twists rich of peak.
Okay.
Alright, your course is looking good. It's just ever slow, slightly just to the right, so just a very small correction. Right about here is good. It'll start coming in. And I gotta give you a DME distance real quick. Alright, so there's your DME to Rocket VOR.
Okay.
So Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, advise when ready to copy instructions.
Alright, ready to copy.
Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. I'm going to have you do a 12 DME arc from the 010 radial left to the 300 radial.
Okay, 12 DME Arc left from the 010 to 300.
Hawk 172 Kilo Delta, read back correct.
Alright.
Alright, so start walking me through this.
So we are going to...
And you are descending ever so slowly, so watch that.
I am... So we're on the 101, 010. We just going to...
Watch your track. Remember, you want to keep your track at the top of the VOR. Nope. Where are you going? This way, right? You want that pink diamond to be at the top of your CDI. Now wing level. There you go. Okay. Now keep going.
Okay,
Going over correct right now. Remember, you still got to fly this plane. Watch your altitude. Watch your course.
now I'm going to turn my heading to 10.
So what's your, I'm going to take flight controls.
Okay, you have flight controls.
My flight controls. What is your initial heading going to be for this arc?
This heading is going to be 010.
That is what you're on right now, right? You're on the 010. What's your heading going to be? That's your course. That's your initial course.
So I don't know. I'm sorry.
90 degrees. Remember what's 010 minus 90?
Yes, 90 degrees. That'll be right here.
So what was it?
280.
280. Okay. So we got 280 there.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be our initial turn. We're going to start that turn at 11.5, right? Because we want to lead it by about a half mile.
Yes.
So you got flight controls.
I have the flight control.
Your flight controls keep us on this course at this altitude. .2, 12.3. Alright, there's 11.5. Standard rate turn to 280. So while you're turning, I want you to set your course to 360. Alright, so push in. Go.
Towards that traffic, 551 Sierra, turning left down.
There you go. So remember, it's just a turn 10, twist 10. We're looking good. We're at 11.9.
Just your info, your ADSB is not working. All right, so perpendicular. Roger that.
All right, so we are at 11.9. We're just 0.1, so correct just ever so slightly to the right. All right, about there. That's good. All right, so it's turn 10, twist 10. Whenever that CDI centers, heading goes, and then your course goes. So heading will go to 270. All right. And then course, when it centers, so see how we're inbound now? We got to correct that way. All right, course is centered, so go ahead and move it to 350. And then I wouldn't turn that yet because we need a correct outbound. Just a small correction, that's all you need right there.
So is that traffic? 551 Sierra, turning left base for 18, conflict back. Where line comes in. And our course is going to go to 60. No, our heading is going to go to 260, and our course is going to go to below.
All right, ease up on this yoke. Like little to no pressure on the yoke. Very little. Trust me, the plane will fly. The plane will fly without your hand there. All right, so you got 12 back. So now you turn to your heading, 270.
70. Towards that traffic, 551 Sierra, turning final for 18, conflict back. Alright, and we are in, so we're going to turn that on button. 6.
And so get your head, start physically turning. Now we're at 12.1, so we got to correct inbound.
Little more.
Good.
Oklahoma calculator 82, turn back to north, Liberty 45 for runway 6, Oklahoma Cap.
Watch your altitude.
Alright. No sooner than we do it, we... 4.
Heading goes first. Go back to 340 for me. Not quite center. Heading goes first. 250. Turn, and then you do your course. Got to keep your scan going. Watch your heading. How even just that 15 degrees puts you 0.2 bound now?
Yes. Towards that traffic, top up when it goes here, turning left crosswind for 18.
You gotta make smaller corrections with bank. Don't be in like a 15 degree bank. Do like 5, 2.5, 5 degrees. That's all you need. Because if you put in too much, you're gonna be chasing. You're gonna be snaking back and forth.
Now we're back to 250. Oklahoma calculator 2, entering a left downwind for runway 6, Oklahoma traffic. Turn 240.
And I would stay on your current heading for now. You gotta correct.
Okay.
You can move your course.
Towards that traffic, when it goes here, turning downwind for 18.
Alright, now start, a little bit of a turn back to 24 because it's starting to come in slowly. Right about there is good for now.
Calculator 82, turning left, base, runway 6, touch and go, Oklahoma traffic.
You're doing it again. That was the problem right there. When you go like this, see how even if I'm not intentionally putting weight on it, see how it pulls the yoke down? Don't do that.
Okay.
I would put your,
Oklahoma calculator 2, turning south, runway 6, touch and go, Oklahoma traffic.
keep a scan going here. What are you gonna do?
We are going to...
Nope.
Zero.
That was too much. Okay, it should be 230. And you gotta get your course. Gotta get your course going here.
Course 320, correct?
No. Look at your course right now. It's blown through the back side of you. Remember, when it centers up, that's when you switch it to the next one. You're gonna have to do that again in a second here.
So for the
What are you doing here?
300, correct? That'll...
Well, heading goes first, right? So heading goes 220, and then course. 220. out course. If you start getting out of order, you're going to forget one, and then you're going to get all out of whack.
Yeah. You think? So we have to turn outbound or just...
So, I got flight controls.
You have flight
The reason that we're bugging this is so that you can reference it, right? We're not just bugging it just to bug it. That's your heading, right? That's what you want to be on.
Okay.
If you're in, look at, see how I'm 0.3 miles from where I want to be?
Yes.
I need to correct out, right? Because I'm closer to the VOR than I want to be, so I need to go out here. 7.7, that's going to slowly start creeping out. That is your reference, right? So if you're over here when you want to be going outbound, it's not going to work, obviously. You're going to continue to creep in towards that VOR.
Okay.
So you got to pay attention to your distance, you got to pay attention to your heading and your course, right? It's all three at the same time kind of deal. So, and I think I said 300. So we're going to start turning inbound on this radial, and I'm going to have you do another arc. So I'm going to bug our heading, right? 120 is their reciprocal of 300. That's what our track needs to be. Alright, I'm gonna get you nice, straight, and level here.
Still on the traffic.
And I'm gonna give you new instructions.
10 to the south, 3,500 inbound, still on them.
Alright, you got flight controls.
I have the flight control.
You got the flight controls.
I have the flight control.
Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. Advise when ready to copy arc instructions.
Helicopter 6 Papa, 1 mile final runway 22. Alright, ready to copy.
Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. Gonna have you do a 7 DME arc to the left from the 300 radial to the 080 radial.
A 7 DME arc from the 300 left to the 080. 080.
Alright.
So we're gonna fly, we're flying inbound, so we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly this heading.
So remember, to start the arc, you need a 90-degree heading.
Like we're traffic when I consider turning left downwind for 18. Okay.
So what's your initial heading gonna be? It's to the left.
Initial heading is going to be
Good, 030.
okay.
When are you gonna start that turn?
At
5 miles to the south.
at 7.5.
7.5, perfect.
Sequence behind the traffic in the pattern.
Left turn. That.
You're doing it again. Let go of the yoke. Alright, go ahead and start. At this point, I don't think it's necessarily a scanning or a yoke holding issue. It looks good like that.
Okay.
It's a scanning issue, so you need to make sure you're constantly scanning all your instruments. All right, so we're getting blown in, way in, right? Get that turn going. Could be standard rate.
I'll be number 2 behind you guys. I'm ready to full stop.
Got 6.7. Man, we want 7.
So we're going to turn out a little bit.
What are you doing with your
No,
course?
we're turning in. So that's,
What are you doing with your course?
we're going to put our course on the left side because we're going in. No. What's that traffic when I get?
All right, we gotta restart. I got one.
Okay. Yeah, like.
All right, I'm gonna demo a DME arc again.
Okay.
I'm gonna intercept 320 outbound for a minute. All right, so let me walk you through this. All right, we're gonna do. Okay, get back to altitude. So, I think I just need to have you fly radials again before we do arcs, so that you can keep your course consistent. I think that's the biggest problem. It's a scan issue, and I think you're not keeping this in your scan as much as you should be. So remember, we want to keep that CDI, that green line, centered when we're flying along that course.
Correct.
We're going to wait for it to come in a little bit more, and then we're going to turn. The other issue is standard rate. You got to keep it standard rate. You know, wings either right at that dash, or this magenta line right here goes right at that hash mark. Alright, now, since I'm flying, of course, a radial, I don't want to put my heading there. I want to put that pink diamond right on the top of the needle. Everything is aligned right now.
Okay.
If I start to drift, you gotta kind of correct it. You gotta get in that habit of don't accept something that's not correct to get it correct.
So you would correct to the right?
To the right, just ever so slightly, because you see I was just a tiny bit deviated. The wind diamond also isn't perfect, but it's a really good starting point.
Okay.
So you might have to adjust based on what's actually going on. Right now it's still kind of drifting, so I need to correct a little bit more. Just gonna wait for that. Now I'm gonna do another arc. I'm gonna do a 12 DME arc again, back to the right. So my initial heading, because I got a course of 320 right here. Going to be 90 degrees to the right of 320.
Correct.
Which would be what?
320 plus 90 is
that was a tricky one.
plus 4 plus 5. So 050.
050, perfect. So that's going to be my initial heading, right? That's what I'm going to turn to when I get to 11.5.
Okay.
When I get to 11.5, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. I'm going to be turning, and I'm going to be changing my course around, because I'm already on the 320 radial, so that radial is no longer going to be helping me. I got to switch it immediately.
Okay, so that'll be the 330.
330, exactly.
Okay.
So we're getting close to it. I'm going to start getting ready to turn that course. We're at 11.4, 11.5.
Turn to the right.
Turn starts, standard rate.
Return.
And this goes to 330 almost immediately. And as I do that, I keep that standard rate turn in. You kind of get it there, and then it's locked, right? I'm not really adjusting my hand all that much.
Okay.
Just kind of try and get it and keep it. We're at 12 nautical miles.
Perpendicular. We'll level out.
Yep, roll wings level. And now we just wait. Right now we're just waiting for that CDI to come in. I'm headed straight at it, so it should happen relatively quickly.
We're out of altitude, but we're not climbing.
Now it's also important to be watching your wind correction angle this whole time, because if you have some excessive amount of wind, you obviously have to correct for it. Right. This is an arc, so right now we're flying a track, or we want to be flying a track, a constant 12-mile track away from that VOR.
Okay.
So the heading, again, is just a reference. You have to correct based on the winds.
Okay.
So right now we're looking fine. Okay, now I'm too far, so now I need to correct inbound a little bit more. You see that? I'm too far away from that VOR, so I'm going to the right. I'm going towards it to get that 12 miles back. Our CDI is coming in. I've been like constantly 100 feet high. I'm going to get back down. VOR course is going to go to the next one because it's centered up. So 340. Heading is going to go to 060. I'm still 0.1, so I'm going to correct a little bit more than that.
Okay.
Right about there. Went down 12.1. We're still kind of just waiting for that distance to come back in. plane has a little bit of a turning tendency, it feels like.
Okay.
So you do have to you kind of have to take it out. Just keep yourself level, right? Keep your wings level. It's all part of that scan. I'm going, and it's a big scan too, because you, unfortunately with this plane, you got to look all the way over here. There's nothing right here to tell it to clue you in. Alright, CDI centered, so heading goes first, 070, and course goes to 350. Again, I'm still 0.1, so I'm going to correct more than 070. Try that. We'll try 000. See if that fixes it.
Alright, so
I want you to tell me when to do stuff.
okay. Good. We're climbing back to altitude. We're still 0.1 nautical meters away, and our CDI is coming in, and our CDI is, so we're going to turn to we're going to turn to 08. We're going to turn to 060.
080, right?
080, I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm getting further away now. So I want you to tell me how much you think I should correct for this. And I'll do that as well. We're going to do like 20 degrees correction now. Hopefully that'll bring it in.
Okay. Conflict that traffic, 190, turning crosswind to 18, conflict that. Tell them how much other, go to 87 is on final, runway 067. Okay, we're at 12 nautical meters out.
There we go.
So now we're
So,
level, and
what does the heading go to?
Heading is going to go to 090.
090.
And our course is going to go to our course is going to go to 350.
What'd you say?
No, our course is going to go to 31010.
There you go. And ideally you want your heading to be, I don't know where we got off, ideally you want your heading to be perpendicular with that course.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 100, that should keep us at 12. Alright, you got the flight controls. Now you're set up perfectly, I just want you to keep this arc coming.
Okay, I have the flight controls.
Or flight controls. Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172, Kilo Delta, 6 miles north of the field, 3,500, arcing from the 360 radial to the 00 radial. Huntsville.
Okay. This is going to go to 10. That is going to go to 20.
Very good.
Juliet is departing the area to the northwest, heading to traffic.
That centered at the top. Right rudder. Correct that altitude.
Springfield traffic, Cessna 85 Juliet Alpha is 3 miles south of the field on a downwind, descending to pattern altitude at 2,000 feet. Springfield traffic.
Okay, next step is 120.
You're looking good over here.
We can turn that to 120, get ahead of everything.
So you turned that to 120 to the right, which was correct,
Okay.
but then you started turning left. So watch that, be careful,
Gotcha.
because that puts you, kind of puts you a little bit further away than you want.
So we're going to correct a little more to the right.
There you go. That's good, right there. Nothing excessive, no more than 10 degrees. Right now you're at an 8-degree correction. I think that's plenty, and it was.
Okay.
So now you can start, once it's centered, now you take it back to where it was at. All right, about there. Start taking bank out. Just kind of anticipate as well.
0. That'll be 40.
Good. That was much better than the last one. You rubbed it, and then you didn't turn to the left. You got it going that way. That was good.
And perpendicular. And we're level, speed. That right rudder in there.
So this is what your arc looks like over the ground. It's just a constant distance, a radius around the VOR.
Okay.
East inbound for runway 2, Paris.
I'm going to have you do this till the 080 radial. Or I'm sorry, yeah, 080.
Springfield traffic, Cessna 85 Juliet Alpha, turning base for runway 22, Springfield traffic.
We're pulling out again,
When I
so
get here, turning
correct
left
10.
upwind for 18 conflict back.
Four.
Cessna traffic, Springfield traffic, Cessna 85 Juliet Alpha, turning
Five.
for runway.
Head turn.
And another thing that might help with your orientation here,
Okay.
you got your to from flag as well, right? That's always pointing to the VOR.
Correct.
So, you know the VOR is to your right, so if
Correct.
you're a little bit further, you know you need to correct, you know, back to the VOR.
Wind for 18 conflict back.
Level flight. Right rudder. Wait for that to come in. We're at 12. Level.
Where are you going? Where are you going on me?
I was just.
Very good.
And
Normal trap, leader 2, turning, left base, runway 6, normal trap.
press in just a tad. Watch the climb.
Good.
Right here for a bit as we descend. And we're at 12. Back on course.
Good. Anticipate that level off. There you go.
Well, I was.
Yep.
Normal trap, leader 2, turning, final runway 6, touch and go, normal trap. Paris traffic, Skylands on a 3-mile right base, runway 2, full stop there. Conflict back traffic, 1 Echo Sierra, turning base for 18 conflict back.
Back with the rudder. 0. 70. That down.
That's a good correction. We're taking that bank out.
Hold this for a minute. There we go. We're at 12. So we perfect.
Good, and maybe wait for a second before you don't, like, right when it switches, don't immediately switch back over, because it's, you know, it's 0.1 mile of a gap here, so you can kind of let it come in just for a second then take it back.
Okay.
That way you're in the middle of that point one rather than on the edge of the point one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to turn 70, 80.
Okay, so you did it that time too. You moved a bug, and then you put some weight on this side of the yoke, and so we went that way, that way. It's very hard under the foggles, right? Because you have no visual reference of what's going on out there.
Exactly.
You only have that. So that is your eyesight.
Okay, so we're 0.2 out, so we're going to correct in a little bit. We'll hold it here.
We're County Traffic, Skyhawk 45 on call. Parking area 6 northwest, final call.
From that.
Oklahoma traffic,
Over the way.
57 is
Right rudder.
southwest. I think it's for the 45 and lane 6.
And we'll turn in just a little bit more.
Oklahoma traffic.
And I'm going to have you intercept this radial inbound. So 080, take it in.
Okay.
All the way in. So go direct to the VOR.
Direct to the VOR.
So that arc was much better than the other one.
Okay.
That's how it should be. We're gonna do another one. So that time you were doing turns to the right. I'm gonna have you do arc to the left on this next one. So whenever you get centered up, whenever you get that CDI centered up, let me know and I'll give you new instructions.
Okay.
Close that traffic when I said 0.
So you said
downwind for 180, I'll put that.
That's a good correction angle right there. There you go, good catch with altitude. All right, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. Advise when ready to copy.
Okay. Ready to copy 172 Kilo Delta.
It's Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. I'm going to have you do a right arc from these, I'm going to have you do a 5-mile arc from the 080 radial back to the 350 radial left-hand turns.
Left-hand turn?
You're going to the left, yep.
Okay. All right, we're going to do a 5 DME from the 080 turning left to the 350.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes, most of the time if they give you an arc, they're not going to tell you turn directions, they're going to tell you your initial turn. So it'll be a right-hand turn initially and then left-hand turns in the arc.
Okay.
It's kind of confusing,
Okay.
but
We're going to 90 from me.
so opposite direction, right? Because a right-hand turn initially, left-hand turns in the arc.
We're looking for line 2, so we're looking for 5.5 before we start our turn.
All right.
All right, so let's get our altitude set. Got 3 miles, about a minute.
So another thing that might help you out, you got a trend vector on here. That is the 080 radial. And you are just slightly to the left, of course, so just a slight correction back to the right.
At this line here?
Yeah, you see that blue line coming off your plane?
The blue dash line, okay.
Yeah, that's your trend vector. It's not for navigation, but it's a good reference to kind of tell where you're where you're headed in terms of where you want to be.
Okay.
2 on the go, runway 6, straight up departure. Contact.
Back on our...
And we are getting, you know, we're getting closer to that VOR, so it is going to start getting a little more sensitive on you.
Hold about right here for a bit. Got a mile to go. Fine.
All right, now the key here is standard rate the whole time.
Okay. Half mile to go.
A little bit of right rudder will help you out. There you go. A little more. There you go, that's standard rate.
Control exact traffic, 1 echo here is clear of 18, control exact.
Over air standard rate.
So on the transmitter, traffic, 1 echo 0, taxi from Delta, back to
Good, so turn 10, twist 10. So heading first.
And Bowling Green, Falcon 1870.
Opposite direction, right? Because the VOR's on your left, so we're arcing left-hand turns. There you go. Now the VOR course. Oh. There you go, 070.
Falcon 1870 on your ramp in,
Yeah.
10 minutes, 7 passengers, you have
Good.
2 rental cars standing by.
Got 5 over here.
Thank you.
Now everything's going to happen a lot quicker now because we're closer to the VOR. Heading first.
Oh, I can do that.
Heading. Oh, yep. You can do that without. That turn coming while you're doing all this. Look over here too. That's your distance.
Thank you.
We're 0.1 farther than we want to be. And we're 200 feet higher than we want to be. All right, your distance is back. Watch your distance now, 4.9.
Okay.
Watch your altitude, get your altitude back for me.
323 Tango, 3 miles out, enters left down.
So a slight overcorrection on that last turn, right? We were like 30 degrees. That's a little too much. That put us 0.3 too close.
Okay.
10 degree corrections, that's all you need. Get that altitude back. All right, heading and course.
Maneuvering on the downwind for runway 6, Oklahoma.
Full traffic, Cessna 18 Juliet, radio check.
Go ahead and clear.
Good, now we're still 4.6, so I wouldn't turn at all. I would just
Okay.
let the wind push you away. But get your altitude back, please.
Oh, goodness.
ATC is going to be barking at you if you're sitting here at 37. We're still 4.6. Don't make any turns to the left for now.
Gotcha.
Hartford, 5323 Tango, entering the left downwind for runway 18, or 46.
Yeah, I think that 30-degree correction that you had, it really messed you up. So now we just gotta kind of sit here and be patient with it.
Okay.
That's why you only do like 10 degrees at a time.
Features are traffic, November 9th, another uniform is 5 miles to the north on the RNF for runway 19. Feature.
Alright. Altitude is back.
Good,
Winds
good.
are level. Still too close.
Hunter deck 5323 Tango, turning left base, runway 18.
What radial did I give you to ARC 2?
350.
350, perfect. Whenever you get to that radial, fly it outbound, away from the VOR.
Okay.
Charlie, we are 2 miles to the southwest inbound for closed traffic. Hunter Vic 5323 Tango, turning final, runway 18.
Good, that was good. I saw you were working on plugging that in and you watched your bang. That's how it should be, just a constant kind of scan going over here.
And you said fly this outbound.
Yeah, fly it outbound.
But that'll be a left turn.
Charlie, we're gonna...
It'll be a right turn.
A right turn, yeah.
Runway 2.
And you can start that turn right about now, about a half dot deflection. Right, that was not bad. You did a good job of correcting. We got to like 4.9, which it's really hard. Once you get that far in, you really got to watch it.
Okay.
No more than a 10-degree correction. If you're correcting for winds, just be patient with it. 30 degrees, as you saw, was just a little bit too much. Not a little bit. It was way too much.
Coming up. 3. Roll out.
All right, we're gonna shoot the ILS into executive.
Okay.
So, do you have your iPad?
Yeah.
I got flight controls.
You
If you want to grab it. Now, have you looked at like briefing approach plates at all?
No, I have not.
You have not?
No, I have not.
Okay. Then I'm gonna brief it for you.
Okay.
And we're gonna shoot it in. And I'm gonna kind of walk you through this whole process here.
Okay.
So before we brief an approach plate, ATC is going to ask us, right? If we're going to an airport, that's not MDQ. ATC is going to say when we start getting close, advise when you have an approach request. For today's purposes, our approach request is the ILS 18 at Huntsville Executive. You let them know, and then they'll probably say you can expect the ILS runway 18 at Executive. When they say that, you got 4 things you got to do. First one, load the approach. So we're going to go back. Prop, that's procedure. We're going to go approach. We want Huntsville Executive. Usually you'll be on a flight plan, so you won't have to type that in. But today we have to, so ILS 18. We're going to load it. They didn't tell us expected vectors for the ILS.
Okay.
So if they don't tell you that, you want to load one of the initial approach fixes.
Okay.
So I'm going to load ERO.
Okay.
That's this one right here, ERO. We're going to load the approach. Not going to activate it yet because they haven't cleared us for it. So we're just going to load it. Now it's going to be sitting in there ready to go when we need it. So after they do that, next step is the weather. We loaded it. Now we grab the weather.
5,000. Temperature 29er. Celsius, dew point 24. Altimeter 3007. Density altitude 2400.
Notice to airmen, caution, there is a 40-foot AGL crane, man and equipment operating just north of 18 threshold during daylight hours. Low approaches to runway 18 not recommended.
Huntsville Executive Airport automatic weather observation 1411 Zulu. Weather, wind 010 at 3, visibility 104,300, scattered 5,000, scattered. Temperature 29er, Celsius, dew point 24.
Okay. So with the weather, couple important things from that. We need to get the winds, and we need to get the altimeter setting. Those are both important before you start briefing an approach plate, because they're going to change how you shoot the approach, right?
Okay.
If you got winds that are favoring the opposite runway, runway 36, and we're shooting the ILS, well, we're not landing on 1A, we're going to circle to runway 36. And the altimeter setting usually will change our minimums quite a bit if we don't have the altimeter setting. It doesn't on this approach, but on most other approaches, it'll say like, if local altimeter setting not received, increase BA by 50 feet or whatever it is.
Okay.
So both of those are important. Pull up the ILS 18 at executive if you can. That way you can kind of follow along on here.
The ILS for 18.
ILS 18. You're at Oshkosh. Oshkosh.
Like 18. Okay, ILS for 18.
There you go. All right. Okay. It might not load.
Yeah,
Well, it's okay. Next time. So this is the ILS. Here, I'll let you hold that. I'll brief it while you're holding it.
Okay.
So this is going to be the ILS 18 at Huntsville Executive Airport. Our localizer frequency is 109.75. We're going to check, make sure it's in there. 109.75. It's in standby. Approach course is 185. Whenever we switch to that, we'll make sure that we are on 185. We got 6,500 feet of runway landing length. Touchdown zone elevation is 740, and the airport elevation is 764. DME or RNAV1 GPS is required for this approach. We got RNAV1. The T and the A over there, there's non-standard takeoff and alternate minimums. Helicopter visibility does not apply to us. For the missed approach, if we need to go miss, we're going to climb to 1,200 feet, then a climbing left turn to 4,000 on heading 120, and on VORTAC, a rocket VOR radial 080 to prone, and we'll hold there. We're going to continue the climb and hold to 4,000 feet. We got the AWAS. We'd be talking to Huntsville approach right now. Alright, so if we don't get vectors, EROV is going to be our initial approach fix, IAF. That is going to be 13.9 DME from the localizer. At EROV, we need to be at or above 3,400 feet.
At above 500. At above 5,000.
Below 5,200.
Right.
So between those two, after EROV, we're going to descend down to 2,500 feet to FALOL, which is 6.7 DME from the localizer. Our glide slope intercept, this lightning bolt right here, that indicates glide slope intercept. That's going to be our final approach fix. So once we get to glide slope intercept, we are going to go flaps 10, and we're going to slow down to 80 knots in this plane, 80 knots. So from there, since we're going to be following a glide slope, we're going to follow that down to our DA, which is 940 feet and 3/4 statute miles visibility. Those are our minimums. If we don't break out of the clouds at 940 feet, we're going missed.
Okay.
And again, one more time for the missed approach, climb to 1,200 feet, then a climbing left turn to 4,000 feet, heading 120. We're going to intercept the 080 radial to prone, and then we are going to hold at prone. Any questions?
So we'll have to switch, if we go missed, we'd have to switch to the local, to the
VOR.
Let's switch to the VOR.
Yeah, back to the VOR, yeah. So, I'm going to keep you on this heading for now, and I'm going to switch our localizer frequency on there. Okay. One thing you would want to do, if you are going to be on the VOR, set the VOR up, get it ready to go, because it said 080. So we're going to load that in there. That way, if we do go miss, that's ready to go. Now I'm going to switch this to the localizer, and right now you're just on heading 350.
Okay.
Localizer course we want to be 185. So we're going to set that 185. Now it's ready to go. You got the flight controls.
Oh.
I'll take that.
I was going to watch you do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk you through it.
Okay.
So, I'm going to give you vectors to intercept. So, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. Yep. Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn right heading 090.
Right turn 090, 172 Kilo.
And Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, actually 3,500 is fine for now. Maintain 3,500.
Maintain 3,500.
Standard rate turn.
357 here is circling. We're maintaining altitude, running the engine in.
On standard rate.
Okay, for Eclipse at 989.
Now so we did those 4 things that I was talking about. We loaded it, we got the weather. The third one was to brief it, we briefed it. The fourth one is to do a descent checklist. So, do your descent check.
The checklist, so mixture is going to come rich below 3,000 out.
Keep that turn standard rate while you're doing it, and I would bug your heading too. When you get a heading from ATC, bug it, write it down, something.
Okay.
That way you don't forget.
The rollout, there's our heading. Mixture, we're not below. We can go full rich.
Yeah, you can go full rich, that's fine.
Fuel's on both. Carb heat is off. We've got the weather. We've got our altimeter. 3,7.
Now watch your heading. Remember, you're on ATC's heading right now, right? Where are you going? 090. These are important, right? If ATC gives you a heading, they expect you to be on that heading.
Okay.
They are correcting wind for you, so you don't have to worry about wind or any of that. All right, Skyhawk, 172 Kilo Delta, turn right heading 140.
Right, 140.
There you go. So now we haven't been cleared for the approach yet. ATC hasn't said cleared for the ILS 18.
Okay.
So you can't start the approach until you get cleared. So if they told you on this heading that localizer comes in and you shoot right through it, but you haven't been cleared,
okay,
it is what it is, right? You can't start until you're cleared. Same thing if you're doing a hold, right? This approach has a hold at the top. So if they tell you go direct EROV, and you get to EROV and you're not cleared yet, you got to hold there. Now, there's another rule, 3 minutes or 3 miles, that's when we're going to start slowing down.
Okay.
So whenever we're within about 3 miles of our approach course, we're going to start slowing it down. In this plane, there's nothing that tells you your cross track from the localizer, so it's going to be an estimation.
Okay.
Right now, we're probably about 5 miles from that course. All right, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, maintain 3,500 until established. Cleared ILS runway 18.
Maintain 3,500 until established on the ILS for 10.
All right, so now that you're cleared, you can activate approach. So go back, you're gonna hit procedure. Watch your heading while you're doing this. Hit activate approach. All right, and actually here, we're gonna go activate vectors to final because we're getting vectored right now. So now this gives us a lot of information. It gives us a distance from Fallal. It gives us a cross-track distance. We're 1.3 from intercept, so you can start slowing it down to 90, about 2,100 RPM. You're pretty much there already. Watch your altitude. You're climbing on me. 3,500 until you're established. So established means whenever that localizer course starts coming in, that is established. So watch your heading. You want to stay at 140 for now. Take me back down to 3,500. Slow it down.
Telehema traffic, bearing 1 Fox Tango 7 to the...
Localizer is alive,
We're going to
starting to come in.
Or left downwind.
Yep. So we're going to intercept that. We're cleared. So we're going to go right. Just a nice standard rate turn to the right. The localizer is a lot more sensitive than the VOR, so it's going to come in faster. Standard rate. Now we're cleared, so we can go down to our next step down altitude, which is 2,500 feet.
Traffic Blue Raider 92, 10 miles north.
That turn coming, keep that localizer centered.
Hartford Zach 23 Tango, turning left downwind, runway 18. Hartford Zach.
Good, that's a good correction right there.
Okay.
Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172, Kilo Delta, 10 mile final, ILS runway 18, Huntsville Exec. Okay, back to the left, localizer centered. You gotta be really on top of this localizer because it's very sensitive, and it gets even more sensitive when you get close to the runway. A little more. Alright, now we're going down to 2,500 feet. So, with a precision approach like this, you want about a 700 foot per minute rate of descent, and about 1,800 RPM is going to do that for you. It's going to give you 90 knots.
Okay. Bearing 1 Fox Tango 3 to the southeast. We're going to overfly midfield, enter left
Check it out.
6. Looking for the traffic to the north.
Now once we get to 2,500, we're going to level off. And really, we have our glide slope right here. So, you can't just follow that down now. That's your final approach fix though. So we want to get it slowed down to 80. Right, so we're going to get it below 85 so that we can go flaps 10. Okay. Another quirk of this plane, not the best. Go flaps 10. And now we're going to maintain 80 all the way down.
Do you see the bearing about to cross over midfield? I was going to enter a left.
So watch that localizer starting to deviate to the right.
Or do you want me to try to find y'all and get behind you?
Alright, you're a little high on the glide slope and a little bit to the left of the localizer. So correct nose down. You want to correct towards the diamonds.
I got that. We're looking for you now.
And it's all about small corrections. You're not going to be making any major corrections here. Alright, we're losing that glide slope, so let's pull some power and we'll take it down. Power controls altitude, pitch controls airspeed here. Localizer's back, get it centered again. Put that track right between that blue heading bug. A little bit to the left. Remember your pink wind diamond needs to go right at the top.
Alright, Telehema traffic bearing, entering a left.
There you go. We're a little high. Now you're not leveling off because we got a glide slope, right? You're just following that down.
Okay.
Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172, Kilo Delta 5 mile final, ILS 18. Full stop, Huntsville Exec. Alright, we're high, right? So let's correct that glide slope.
So we're going to push nose down.
Yep, you're going to pull some power and get the nose down. Don't let it get above 85 because that's our flap speed.
Okay.
So we're trying to go to 53, joining a 2.5 mile 45 over to 6 Telehema.
A little bit of turbulence. Alright, don't let that glide slope get away from you.
10 miles out on the RNAV.
If you go full scale deflection at any point during this approach, you got to go missed. It's just what it is. So you want to keep it within a dot, right? So pull more power out and just let your plane get back down on that glide slope.
Telehema bearing, base final.
Do this because I'm getting lost.
What?
Can you do this because I'm getting lost?
Yeah, I got it.
The other flight.
You're doing good with the localizer. Localizer's perfect.
Okay.
Glide slope, you're just high, right?
Okay.
You want to power idle because we're fast. I don't love approaching at 80. It's very slow. Usually it's 90, but in this plane we have to because the flaps are. So I'm just keeping that localizer centered, still high on the glide slope, so we're just going to let it come in. Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172, Kilo Delta 3 mile final, ILS 18, full stop, Huntsville Exec. Alright, glide slope is back. So now we keep it centered, just like the localizer.
So there, Travis 357.
That one's centered. Glide slope, we're going to keep centered.
Okay.
About 1,700 RPM. Could give us 85 right on the glide path. We are 500 feet above our decision altitude, right? 940 was our DA. So we're going to do a gumps check at 500. Fuel on both, gear down. Mixture is full rich. Power set. Seatbelts are on.
Oklahoma traffic, Blue 76.
Prop is set.
7 miles
Good.
out on the RNAV 18, circle to land, runway 6, Oklahoma.
Alright, get a little high again and pull more power out. Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. Short final ILS 18 full stop Huntsville Exec. That localizer is now very sensitive, so any deviation is, this is the phase where you really want to chase it. Don't do that, just kind of ease on the heading. Take off your foggles, by the way, so you can see the runway as well. So, localizer still centered. We're on glide slope. This glide slope does not coincide with the PAPI legs. We are 100 feet above decision altitude. If we don't break out in 100 feet, we got to go miss. And there's decision altitude, 940. So we're going to go visual. Now we got to get slowed down. So pretty much power idle. We're going to go flaps 20. Kind of slow it down. Another tricky part of the approach is this. Off airspeed. There's touchdown. Go flaps up. So that's an ILS.
Okay.
You got lateral guidance and vertical guidance.
That is a precision approach.
That's precision, yes.
And everything else is not.
Not necessarily. There's a couple other types of precision approaches. There's microwave landing systems, there's BAS. There are GPS approaches that are shot the exact same way. Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, clear runway 18 at Delta, taxi to ramp, Huntsville Exec. So there's GPS approaches, LPV, LNAV, VNAV, that are shot the exact same way. Lateral, vertical guidance. They're pink needle, but they're not classified as precision. Okay. Those are just approaches with vertical guidance because the FAA doesn't that they meet the criteria of a precision approach. Right. But yeah, you did really good holding that localizer on the way in. Just the glide slope, you kind of got a little high, but I think that was the first time we've shot with a glide slope, so that's understandable.
After landing, flaps up, car piece is off, strobes are off, he's off, mixture, taxiing, off, and we'll tag.
Alright, you got flight controls.
I have the flight control.
Door flight controls. Yeah, so your initial DME arc, the one we first did to the left, that one wasn't horrible. It was a little shaky, but it wasn't bad. The one when we went inbound, I could see that you kind of got mixed up. We reset, I reset you, and then that next arc that you did was perfect.
Okay.
The one where we did about, I think it was like 15 or 12 or something like that. We were arcing all the way around to 080. That was perfect. You kept it within 0.1 that entire time. Your close arc over here, it was going good. You corrected a little too much. You had like a 30-degree correction, which puts you 0.4 too close to the DME or to the VOR. But your corrections afterwards looked good.
No one's out here guiding, so I'm just going to park right next to it.
Yeah, you can go to next to Echo Sierra.